All right, so today I'm talking about so okay, wait. So let me back up. So I want to talk about how going through your moments in everyday life, in each moment, how focusing is essential in the sense that playing out the part of being whatever you want to be. So, like for instance, when I'm lined up in the grocery store like I was today, going back first, I did my workout, and then obviously after my workout, I know back to the 3-step rule, as in my 3 tips for success is visualize in the morning, take it as far as you can go, keep track of how you feel in every moment. That's number 2. You need all 3 for it to work perfectly, and it's very, very easy. And then number 3 is repeat rule number 1 and 2. So throughout your day. So I'm going to go buy groceries, and of course, while I'm driving, I'm imagining, I'm daydreaming, I'm going to the place of where I want to be, who I want to be with. You know, I'm creating my own bubble, my own world, basically. So I'm just doing what I want to do. It's my world now. It's my life. I recognize that if I attain the vibration of what I want, it shows up in the physical. So of course, every moment, if I don't focus in every moment, I know this moment I'm missing out right now on something amazing. If someone's talking to me, and I'm thankful that no one was around me today because I didn't feel like, so of course it worked out perfectly. And so as I was in the lineup for groceries, I'm just absorbed in my own world, visualizing. You know, I'm not smiling or whatever. I'm just, I'm zoned out. Like, no one can really see me. No one can see like what I'm doing. It just looks like I'm standing in line. So, but I'm visualizing and going to a whole new world, a whole new place, because my set point is changing. I know that by how I feel. So what happens is once that feeling starts to kick in after a while, if you love doing this like as much as I do, you're going to realize that you're going to start seeing things happen that doesn't happen to normal people, because you're no longer what everyone else is doing around you, right? You're becoming your own world by choice. And so I'm automatically manifesting. And why wouldn't you want to be by choice? Why wouldn't you want to create your world? Like, just because everybody's doing it one way doesn't mean it's the right way. And I mean that in like everything in me. It's like, just because if someone's sick and everybody else is sick with them, would you want to be sick? No, I mean, it's not that extreme, but that's how I take it to the extreme. I want my life to be the biggest, best, and fastest it can be. I want to manifest the best things. So, for instance, while I was I'll just get to it, I'm visualizing my life and what I want, right? So when I visualize my life, I don't say like I'm out there in space. I say I'm here presently, just being a new vibration, being a new person, right? So I'm feeling more confident, I'm feeling more sexy, I'm feeling more vibrant, I'm feeling more bright, That's what it's about for me. So I bring it into the now. So as I'm driving, there's these 2 amazing birds. My window's open and I'm driving, and they're flying right beside my car. I can believe it. It's amazing. So I look out and I see it, and I'm like, wow. And I had this like feeling like this was because of your focus. This is because of, and so I recognized that it wasn't about, it was just a symbol of what's to come. That it's a symbol. It's just like you did a good job. It's like it's not like a reward, but it's like, this is what happens when you focus instead of look around at people and react to other people. Because one guy was shouting in the grocery store, and then because it was COVID, right? And this one girl was like, back up, and they're all like just freaking out and whatever. I was like, whatever. I put my earphones in, I was gone. So I understand that it's a symbol of my focus, and it's pretty amazing, this conversation I'm having now, because you realize that all these opportunities are out there right now based off how you feel. So if I feel a certain way, I'm going to attract a certain thing, right? So if I feel this way, I know that something's already down the road that's going to show up just because of how I feel. So you want more, you want to feel even better, you just want to dig into the best you can be, right? The best you can be. So I visualize myself being like 175 pounds. I visualize myself being like pure fit and muscular, and I visualize myself being veiny, almost like steroids, but just natural. Whether I go on steroids or not, doesn't matter. If it comes true, whatever. I'm already healthy, so I can handle it. Basically, I'm just going to a place where I feel, it's the feeling, right? Just because you imagine someone in your head doesn't mean it's going to happen either, right? It's about the feeling. So I know that, I understand that, and I just go to that place of just like, yeah, and I relax into it, right? I relax into the space that doesn't exist around me. It's pretty incredible. And then what happens is I know, because of time is an illusion, right? I know that. So I don't feel human anymore. And I mean that in a positive way. I don't mean that as like a separation. I mean that as in I feel abundant. Most humans don't feel abundant. Most humans feel stuck. Because they observe their vibration, whether they believe in vibration or not, their emotions, whatever they want to call it, a signal to their brain, they feel in their body. But I know what it really is, and I'm assuming you do now by watching my videos. If you don't, go watch The Power of Emotion. It's helped me like crazy, this 3-step rule and the understanding of emotions. So yeah, I understand that something's always going to be down the road. So for instance, after the birds or whatever, I'm like, cool, confirmation. This is what happens when I just stay in a different state of being around other people. So, which it doesn't feel lonely. It's not like you're alone, right? It's not like, it's not like he's all alone on his own little island, the whole world's here, and you should wake up, kid. It's more like, this is so freaking exciting where I am without visualizing, right? I'm positive already, and I love talking to people, but I can go beyond it and see things that people can't even experience in their own life. So, you know, things that don't happen to regular people. So I'm like, yeah, if I can do this, I know how to do this, I understand the higher self, connection to the source and the emotions. I'm joking. I'm not Christian. That is funny though, how I did that with the higher self. Anyways, man, things like this just they crack me up. Okay, so yeah, so I'm driving down the road. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling better, and I'm getting this feeling like something's coming down the road. Like I could feel it before. Anyway, so my heart's starting to beat fast. I'm like, okay, I know. Oh, I can feel it now. It's like an energy. I'm like, okay, this is something. So as it wasn't that extreme, but I felt it. I was like, okay, when I feel that, my heart beating out of nowhere, like really fast, I'm like, this is something coming up. So not that it matters to you guys, but for me, it's important because it's me. So as I'm driving, I see this guy on a bike, and he's super fit, and he's got a backpack on, and I just felt so excited for this guy because I felt like he's pushing himself like I did. It was another reflection of me, because I worked out today and nobody's really working out. Not like I am. Like I'm going all out. I'm doing my best. I'm going through it. Like I visualize when I work out. If you guys want to watch that video too about how to visualize while you work out, if you want to increase your mentality and of course your lift, because it's all mindset, then I also recommend the other videos I have on my channel. So this guy's on his bike, but I had this feeling like I was starting to get like, I love men. So if you're new to this channel, you know, you gotta know that first with me. So this guy was hot, man. I was staring at his ass while he was on his bike. I'll keep it short, but long story short, I felt in my heart like that wasn't the reason why I wasn't supposed to do that. I wasn't supposed to like gawk. I wasn't supposed to, it was supposed to be something else. So I felt that with me. I felt like, no man, it wasn't about feeling almost envious of someone else. Like he was a bigger set guy, right? Like I love bigger guys, right? And I felt like a little bit like, why don't I have this like sort of, like I know I've got this amazing mentality and all this stuff, but why don't I have these kind of like guys like who are already into fitness and shit? Why aren't they around me? And I realized it wasn't about him and it wasn't about the fitness. It was about a reflection of myself, how to just keep going on that track and following my joy. So this may not make sense to you guys, but for me, because you guys might just be like, some fucking guy on a bike who gives a shit, right? And probably for you guys it would have been, but for me it touched home because it's something special. It's something like I'm telling you, your higher self puts things in front of you that it's for you to grow. So that's just a lesson for myself I want to share with you guys today, is to see the meaning behind things and to always trust. If you have that intuition, something's coming up, if you feel even for a few seconds, trust that. Don't look. My feeling was to not gawk. My feeling was just be like, yeah, cool, awesome for him, and give an appreciation. But I was I was feeling the other opposite I was kind of feeling like the opposite emotions of that. So what happens is when you go really high, I guess that's not the right word because there's no level, but when you start pushing yourself beyond what other people are doing and you start to see you're doing it beyond, like, it's like, why do I, it gets to a point where it's like, should I keep going, right? Because eventually you start to notice that nobody else is doing this, very few people talk about this, and then third and foremost is you're feeling emotions that no one else is really feeling around you. So when you talk to someone, you're always bright, right? And they're like, wow, he's really happy. It's not sometimes. I mean, one lady was like, wow, he's like, she wanted to talk to me more, but I was like, no, that wasn't the reason. I gotta go. Like, but anyway, so that was just something that I want to share, like I said, and I hope that makes sense to you guys. So if you're going through something in your moments, in your nows, you're feeling like you shouldn't do something, just remind yourself that you're on the right track and trust that feeling, because it's there to help you. And I feel like because I did that, it was like it sort of slowed me down a little bit. But then I realized there's always a positive in every negative, right? And so I saw it as this is just me growing faster, and that it means I'm getting more and more ready for the things that I want to see in my life. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm having a great day. Excuse me, they're just 8. I'm going off to business right now, spending the rest of my day on business because I'm getting out of debt. I'm super stoked about this, and I'm gonna keep pushing towards my dreams and my goals. It's all about focus, and of course, while you focus, you've gotta take action, because action is where we are. It's a physical world, right? So all this sort of mentality stuff is important, but at the end of the day, it really is about, if you're ready for it, you've gotta take action, right? But the only reason why I make these videos is because I don't always feel ready to take the kind of action that I want to do, so I've gotta be inspired first.